Good evening, gentlemen. It's Gavetti here, back with another video. This video is not going to be in relation to my last one, which was about personal finance. This is going to be about mindset. So essentially, a lot of men nowadays have a very backwards way of thinking. We don't have the most healthiest mindset, especially if you're in your 20s. I'm in my 20s. I'm a 24-year-old man, and essentially, a lot of us have different mentalities. Some of it can be weak mentalities, some of it can be strong mentalities. Regardless of the mentality, you have to have the belief in yourself. No one else can give that for you. Your belief is stronger than anything on this world. You have to believe you can be successful. You have to believe you can become the best man possible. Because if you don't, who else will? That builds confidence. You want confidence in your life. Confidence radiates, not just with you, but it radiates to everyone who's around you. They notice it. Some ways to gain confidence is by working out, acquiring new skills, having a new skill set, building something, whether it be a passion project of yours or working on something that's bigger than you. But mainly those three things. That's what you want to do to build confidence. A lot of men just have weak mentalities. It's either the way they were raised, it's either the social norms that have been pushed on them, or they just don't believe in themselves. I got a question. If you got one life, and I've been thinking about this deeply, if you got one life and you don't believe in everything that you want to achieve, who's going to do that for you? You can have faith in God, which I definitely have, but it's not going to be another individual. It certainly won't be a woman. A lot of men look to women to save them. I think that's ridiculous. As a man, you have to save yourself first and foremost. You have to do everything in your power to become a successful individual, which is going to give you that right mindset. And then, if you have a lucky lady to be by your side and build, that's the perfect ideal scenario. But back to mindset. There's a lot of things you can do to cultivate a strong mentality. And what's helped me out a lot is meditation. Meditation is key. It helps not just with this, but it helps with everything. It really opens up your mind to whatever BS you had before. Whatever limiting beliefs, whatever just whatever was not working for you, in the past. That certainly helped me. All it takes is about 10 to 15 minutes. I do it in the morning. I love meditating in the morning. I sit down, crisscross applesauce, and I get to work. I'm one with my thoughts. I breathe in. Exactly like that. So you want to do a 4-second inhale through the nose, hold it for 7 seconds, and then exhale for 8. That's a great technique I use during meditation and just in general. It really helps, just clear the mind. Because you want to have a clear mind. You want to have a strong mental game. That's the only way you can go out in this world and really just dominate. Whatever endeavor you have, it helps you out tremendously. I'll tell you that. Also, being grateful. Being grateful is a huge thing in your life. You have to be grateful for everything you have, because it can be taken away in a heartbeat. Be grateful for your life. Be grateful for your family. Be grateful for the work you put in. If you go to the gym, if you run, like I love running. Actually, just past 2,000 miles of running since I picked it up back in 2022. So you want to do these things. You want to do these things that help you, and definitely being grateful for what you have in this life. It may not be all. You may want, that car, that dream house, that dream girl, which is fine. But as long as you're grateful for what you have now, then you can put in the work to get to that point and still be grateful. And it all entails in having a strong mind. Most successful people will say that having a strong mind helps, and they're grateful for whatever they have in their life. Whether it be their employees, if they have a business, their investments. They're grateful to have those things. Now you can also have a strong mentality, not just by doing all of those things, but just keep doing what you do normally, that helps you cultivate that. I'm not talking about drinking alcohol or smoking drugs or doing the bad shit. I'm talking about doing the good shit, because the good shit is going to get you a good mind, first and foremost. One thing that's also helped me is visualization. What kind of life do I want to have in 10 years or in 5 years? Writing that down, journaling certainly helps, because you understand your mentality, you understand your mind, how it works, what beliefs you have, what emotional triggers you may have. A lot of us have subconscious things that we've been carrying since we've been younger that we really don't know until we actually meditate. Like, that's one of the things I mentioned earlier. Meditating will definitely unlock your mind to a lot of the bullshit that you were going through in your life before, or when you were younger, excuse me. So that's definitely helped. Journaling also, like I said, just recently mentioned, journaling helps. I journal throughout my day. I journal right after I wake up. I have an AM routine that consists of me making my bed, me going straight into prayer. I thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ every morning for another blessed day on this earth, and also God, because it's not given. Anything can happen tomorrow. And there's a beautiful quote in Rocky by Carl Weathers: "There is no tomorrow," because there genuinely is. Anything can happen in your life, and you got to be grateful for that. Journaling really helps. Whether you hear a comment by someone on YouTube that just sparks your interest, and you're like, oh shit, this person's speaking facts, or someone that you meet on the streets that you're chopping it up, and they tell you something, you're like, okay, I didn't really think about this, let me write this down. And it's also good because it's in your notes. I personally put all my journal notes in the Apple Notes section of my phone. I've been doing that ever since last September, and it's really helped me out tremendously. So there's a lot of things I've mentioned in this video that can help cultivate a strong mentality. Because nowadays, like, a lot of us men are just scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through social media, trying to juxtapose certain people's lives, and it's like, that's going to get you down, and that's going to make you have a weaker mentality, comparing yourself to others. Don't ever compare yourself to anyone. This is your life. You may not have the life you want now, but that doesn't mean you can't have it in the future. Like, truly understand that. Like, just because you're in your situation now does not mean you'll be there in the future. Now, if you do nothing about it from now, whatever, in a year, 2, 3 years, 4, 5 years, you stay the same. You don't work out, you don't socialize, you don't talk to girls, you don't do things that will get you in a right mood, that will boost your confidence, that will boost your mentality, give you a strong mindset, then you're never gonna change. You have to put yourself out there. As a man, you can't just do nothing about it, because no one's gonna. Harsh truth, as a man, no one is coming to save you. I'm sorry to tell you. No one. Only you can save yourself. Now, it might seem daunting at first. Put in the work. Change some of your habits that you have now. I know there's one habit, or at least one thing you've been thinking about quitting. Like, I was an avid smoker. I stopped that shit. I don't smoke anymore because I realize it's not getting me to where I want to go. I smell like shit. I'm high all the time. Like, what does that do for you? You're escaping reality. You have to get stronger. The only way you can get stronger is, like I said, meditating, working out, working on yourself, and just understanding that you are the only one who can believe in what you want to achieve. So yeah, at the end of the day, if you're able to do those things, like I mentioned previously, I'm sure you'll have a stronger mentality, and you can ditch the weaker mentality. It just takes time, boys. It takes time. Nothing easy in life is worth it. Do the hard stuff now, so that in the future you realize, oh wow, all the sacrifices I made meant something. Like, it got me to this point. And I wish nothing but success for you, gentlemen, just like myself. because we're all in it together, whether we realize it or not. You know, we all come from different backgrounds or whatever, but we're all in it together. We're all trying to get stronger. We're all trying to get better. We're all trying to provide for our families, and that's what really matters. So, just to end off, cultivate that strong mentality. I'll see you, gentlemen, in another video. Good evening. Good evening, gentlemen.